At 3 in the morning, a group of daring maidservants dared to appear in the prince's bedchamber. They placed the sleeping potion under his nose. Once the prince had inhaled all the potion, they began their operation. First, they made an incision at the center of his forehead. Then, they carefully sliced off a thin layer of skin. Next, they retrieved a plant dye fermented for 365 days, dipping a brush into it with great care. Using a magnifying glass, they compared each pore's position to the book and commenced the mole implanting procedure. Just as she was about to proceed, Kim, the physiognomist standing nearby, interrupted. Everyone was stunned. Kim pointed to the mole in the book, then to the prince's forehead, signaling to shift it slightly to the side. Though annoyed, the beautician complied, strictly following the book's marked positions. One by one, the dots were applied. Thus, 3 moles were completed. To make them more lifelike, she picked up a needle again, intending to leave a scar on the prince's forehead. But as soon as the first prick went in, the prince stirred in pain. With hearts in their mouths, they finished the entire procedure. Just then, the prince awoke. The next day, as the prince dined with the emperor, a beam of light streamed in. The emperor suddenly noticed the 3 moles on the prince's forehead. Terrified, he dared not lift his head, fearing the prince might detect something amiss. When the young emperor later reviewed the governance guidelines left by his father, he immediately confirmed his suspicion. 3 moles on the forehead truly signified the mark of a rebel. The young emperor promptly summoned the chancellor, ordering him to eliminate the prince without delay. After much deliberation, the chancellor decided to send Kim to the prince's household kitchen to deliver 2 packets of slow-acting poison. Yet at that very moment, Kim's son was ambushed at home. Having already lost sight in one eye, he now lost vision in both. It turned out the prince had long uncovered their scheme. Though he harbored no rebellious intent before, he now did. That very night, he led his men to surround the palace. First, he killed the loyal chancellor who guarded the emperor. Then he executed the fortune-teller who had carried out his orders and committed countless evils. Only when the prince's men stormed into the palace did the young emperor learn of all this. He collapsed, sitting on the spot, weeping bitterly. And the prince, as he had wished, usurped the throne.